Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder is a fact, but today we present you a collection of 40 vintage photos featuring the most beautiful women ever, undoubtedly the most beautiful women of the era. Now let's get started. At first, I introduce you to an American actress with stunning eyes, Joan Bennett. She was a stage, film and television actress from the United States. She appeared in over 70 films dating from the silent era to the sound era. Here is the gorgeous personality of Katharine Hepburn, who was an impactful actress on the stage and the screen for over 50 years. She wowed audiences with her energy, elegance and dedication. Vivien Leigh is a British actress known for her incredible facial expressions. She achieved film immortality after portraying two most celebrated Southern belles of American literature, Scarlett O'Hara and Blanche DuBois. The gallery may be incomplete if I don't mention the blonde bombshell, Jayne Mansfield. Although her acting skills were quite good, her blonde hair and beautiful physique attracted the audience towards her more. Her bombshell curves were the talk of the town during the 1950s and 1960s. The following vintage photograph is of Lana Turner, a beautiful film actress and sex symbol. She was allegedly discovered while drinking a soda at a diner counter. In her career, she made over 50 films. In the late 1960s and early 70s, Vanessa Redgrave showed her mastery of classical and commercial fare, winning an Oscar and having been nominated for 2 more. She was called the greatest actress of all time due to her outspoken political views. Hazel Scott was an influential African-American in the 1930s, 1940s and 1950s. She made history as the first black woman to host her television show, The Hazel Scott Show, which debuted in 1950. This gorgeous lady you see right is Doris Day, a famous singer and actress of the 1950s and early 1960s. She sang with several big bands before going solo in 1947. She made a string of popular film musicals in the 1950s. Dolly Parton is a cultural icon whose powerful voice, songwriting and personality have captivated country and pop music fans for generations. She's also made appearances in a variety of films and television projects. Next door neighbor is the Queen of Disco, Donna Summer. She will be remembered as possibly the greatest singer in disco history. But she was so much more. She was a phenomenal vocalist with incredible range and power. This image captures an evergreen beauty. Kim Cattrall has never looked so 80s in this glittery number. The Sex and the City star, now in her 60s, is still looking beautiful and turning heads. I wish to not stop looking at her, but I got more sexy ladies to deal with. This vintage photograph features American actress and model Cybill Shepherd in stunning attire. This photograph was captured around the era of one of her more amazing roles, The Heartbreak Kid in 1972. Moving on to the next photo, we have an American actress, director and producer Diane Keaton. She has received various accolades throughout her career spanning over 6 decades, including an Academy Award. This Italian beauty deserves to be on the list of beautiful women. Sophia Loren is a famous Italian singer and actress who rose to prominence in the 1950s and 1960s. This image perfectly defines her beauty. Here we have an inspirational character, Jane Seymour, who has been acting on screen for over 50 years and has not decelerated down. Her love for skincare has made her a timeless beauty. With her charm, she never failed to make people stare at her, and you're one of them. Ellen Burstyn is one of the few living actors to win the Triple Crown of acting, including the Oscar, Emmy and Tony. She is an American actress who has made her entry into entertainment via theater in the late 1950s and set many hearts on fire in the 1970s. Maureen O'Hara was an Irish beauty billed alongside Hollywood leading men in a slew of swashbuckling features in the 1940s. She went on to star in the Christmas classics Miracle on 34th Street and Our Man in Havana. Cher is looking seamless and flawless in this vintage photo. Her career has spanned decades. Now in her 70s, the singer and the actress shows no signs of slowing down. If you think this is it, wait until your eyes can't contain the beauty ahead. I bet you'd wish to have a time machine so you could get back and look at them closer. The featured image is an old photograph of Miss Phyllis Dare, an actress with long, stunning curly hair and gorgeous eyes. Her gauzy white gown is eye-catching, with pin-tucking, lace and a small ribbon bow. Cindy Crawford has one of the most recognizable and well-known faces in the world. She has graced the covers of magazines and screens for nearly 30 years. Her natural beauty and professionalism never fail to impress us. There are no two ways to talk about it. Penelope Cruz is an incredible woman. She is the epitome of classic beauty, with everything working in her favor, from her body to her way of speaking. Look at the grace of this picture. With her gorgeous elfin features and excellent skills as an actress, no one can deny the draw of Natalie Portman. As one of the first supermodels in the world, it's the only right that English beauty Jean Shrimpton should feature on our list. Her white attire glorifies her beauty in this image. The person in this image is the beauty who got a special name from the media, Rita Hayworth. She was known as the Love Goddess owing to her elegance and glam she radiated everywhere. Next, we have Jacqueline Bisset, who played Miss Goodthighs in the James Bond movie Casino Royale 1967. Like a lot of the groovy stars in the 1960s, Jacqueline Bisset wanted to be a dancer before she turned into acting. Here is a proof that no one can exemplify modern beauty as Lauren Hutton once did. Lauren was an esteemed actress and model, featured on the cover of the Vogue not just once, but quite a few times. Mia Hamm is a famous Japanese actress. The sultry Bond girl only appeared in one Hollywood film, but she's played a starring role in our minds ever since she co-starred with Sean Connery as Kissy Suzuki in You Only Love Twice. Next, we have Judy Garland. She's an actress, singer, dancer, and vaudevillain from the United States. She achieved international stardom as an actress in both musical and dramatic roles, and as a recording artist over a career span of 45 years. This image is of a flawless beauty of the 60s and 70s named Jacqueline Bisset. She's been aging gracefully in a career span of almost 5 decades. Hedy Lamarr is an Australian beauty that should not be overlooked when considering the most beautiful women. She was a gifted inventor, as well as a golden age screen siren. The following photograph was taken in 1968 of an Italian-Tunisian actress named Claudia Cardinale. This stunning Italian film star has collaborated with some of the greatest directors of all time. Natalie Wood in the 1960s. By the early 1960s, Wood had transitioned from child star to adult actress with critically acclaimed roles under her belt. She was one of the few actresses of the era who could play a variety of roles while remaining true to herself. Next picture you see is of a Hollywood actress and a dancer, clicked back in 1960s. Julie Newmar aspired to be a dancer long before she imagined herself on the big screen. When she did appear in the films, she rarely danced, but when she did, she relished the opportunity. In this photo, a young Anne Margaret is photographed on the set of the 1962 film State Fair. She enjoyed performing for the troops at USO shows during Vietnam in addition to acting. Despite her reputation as an actress, she sang with a band when she performed for the boys overseas, which must have been a blast to watch. Image of Jocelyn Jackie Lane back from 1964. Born in Vienna, educated in the States, and with an English pedigree, Jocelyn Lane was like a lot of groovy-era starlets. She studied to be a dancer, but when she had an offer for modeling, she took up the work. What's wrong with making some money for looking good? Leigh Taylor Young made a name for herself as a young actress in the 1960s with her role on Peyton Palace. However, she claims that she aspired to be more than just a pretty face, which hampered her on-screen success. This Swedish beauty, Annette Ströberg, is well known for her sultry looks, fascinating accent, and numerous marriages. Everyone must have been taken aback by her meteoric rise to fame. She moved to film after the company made her the face of their campaigns in the late 1950s. Diane Rigg was one of the it girls of the swinging 60s. She partied with everyone from the Stones to the Beatles and somehow managed to work on almost every show on the BBC while doing stage work. Most people know her career spans decades. She's even been in Game of Thrones. In this image of 1960s, Elizabeth Montgomery is seen doing the twist. Born into an acting family, Elizabeth Montgomery was acting from an early age thanks to being cast on her father's television show, Robert Montgomery Presents. Moving on to the last picture featuring a fashion model, Verishka, wearing a very space-age outfit 1960s. This space-age babe is Verishka, also known as Countess Vera von Lehndorff-Steinort. What an exciting life this cool model has led. That's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. For more exciting content, please like and comment below to let us know what you'd like to see. Subscribe to the channel for more such content, and we'll see you at the next one.